It's your boy Marcus.
It's your girl Sinead.
And this is the Ellis Family. Bang! Today, we are coming back to you guys with a video. It's gonna be some fire, some fuego, some spitter. No Lil Wayne. Chill out, B. It's called How to Understand a 2-Year-Old. So, as you guys know, we have a son. Check out other videos and stuff. He's about to be 2 in December. And, as being parents, she's, with kids more even before, before we had our child and stuff. She's a kid, type of gal. Me, I wasn't around kids like that, so this is a little bit more her thing, but I'll try to do my best input. But
he's the baby of the family. I'm the oldest of the family, so.
Right.
So,
like, there's important times where, kids or toddlers can't express themselves. So they might act out. They might whine, complain. They might do devious stuff to get their point across. And it's up to a parent to understand that. It's like either they're doing it on purpose or they're trying to get their, voice their opinion in other forms. So they're tired. So us as a parent has to understand what that toddler, that kid, or our baby in that state, what they want. For example, when let's say me and her, cuddled up, booed up, or whatever, and he just comes out of nowhere and starts smushing out our faces and start slapping me in my face, I take that as jealousy, 1. 2, I want some love. Well, the baby wants some love, I should say. So I understand why he does that. Because he wants, that same affection for him. And also it's jealousy,
He either put his hands on us, or he'll just move us out of the way and be snug right in here.
Right,
he just loves being in between us.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think
it's adorable. He wants to be with us. He wants to put himself with us. I think that's cute.
It is cute, but I'm trying to, show my queen some love, and baby's got to mess everything up, but
I let him come in.
Yeah, but there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just how they express themselves, or I should say my son, that's how he expresses himself. So it's my duty and our duty to understand why he's doing what he's doing.
I understand him. That's gonna take some time.
I understand him, but he's a mommy's boy, so it's off topic, he always wants his mama, mommy, ma, and I'm like, but what about dada? What about daddy? What about pops?
It was so funny earlier. He was he says baba, either he wants his milk, his leche, or he wants something to eat. And so I was like, Marcus made some bomb behind chicken noodle soup, homemade, and it was so good. So I was like, you want potatoes and chicken? Because he's not going to eat the noodles. So I asked him if he wanted that. And then Marcus automatically gets up to go downstairs and go get it for him. And he's like, no. And he starts pulling Marcus away from the stairs and pushing him away. And I'm like, you want mommy to get it? And he was like, yeah. And then he wanted me to take him downstairs with me. So just an example like that.
Right, so Marcelo, our son is hip to hip with, his mother. So he wants to do more and stuff with his mother than he does with me. And also he wants more attention from his mother more than me. But when it's time, or when it's that time where I want to engage and be playful and stuff, he'll be playful and all that. But 5 minutes later, they be like, "Mama, mommy, mama," and he'll just start going to his mother and whatnot, which is fine. I was like, well, you'll get there at the point where you're 10, 11, 12, and you go to mommy, and mommy's this, and you don't like that, and you go to daddy, and daddy gonna be like, yeah, chill out,
Whatever.
just, I got you, just, let me do my little sprinkle of magic,
Whatever. Anyway, understanding our toddler.
Right.
So, Marcelo was obsessed with Marcus's video games. Like, he loves watching Marcus play Apex. He loves anything involving Apex. So, whenever he is having a tantrum or anything like that, or we're busy and he's just bugging out and we just have to get things done for him, we'll put on Apex for him and he'll literally just sit there and just like be so serene and tranquil, and he'll like zone out.
Yeah, that boy, I don't know I don't know why Apex, I don't know why it's in Fortnite, Scrabble, chess, checkers, Facebook videos, but it's just strictly Apex. Don't know why.
Right. He has his days, he has his times where he'll just throw a fit. Marcelo loves to do what he wants to do at the time that he wants to do it. So
facts.
So if he cannot do what he wants to do, he knows exactly what we're saying. He knows exactly what we're asking of him. He knows what to expect from us. So Marcelo will do something that he knows he's not supposed to do, and he'll look at you and he'll still do it.
Mm-hmm.
Marcelo
or like he'll give you that look and be like and then he'll like inch his way up, or if I tell him not to touch the TV, he'll go up to the TV and look back and like this way from touching it, like literally this much away from touching, he'll just look back and like,
yeah, he's sneaky.
Yeah,
he knows he could find his way around certain things. It's just a matter of getting him to sit down. Not even sit down, just a matter of listening. Like, he just want to do what he wants to do. Like, if he can't get his way, it depends what it is actually on what he can't get his way with. Like with the controller, with the PS4 controller, if we tell him no, not right now, some days he'll listen, but other days he'd just be like no, and then he'll run off with the controller, and then if we take it away, he'll bug out.
He'll sprawl out.
He'll sprawl out.
Like literally, like,
yeah, he'll sprawl out on the floor, or he'll be like, and then he'll try to hit you, and then this is what he always does with any tantrum. When you take something away from him, he'll take something and he'll throw it, and then he'll go to the next thing and he'll throw it, and he'll go to the next thing and he'll throw it. That's just what he loves to do. I don't know why. Like, I think he's just getting his frustration out. But I mean, I'm just like, you'll be okay, you'll get over it. Right. It's not the end of the world. But most of the time, if Marcelo has an issue with something or like an attitude or anything, he's going right in his chair and he's going in timeout. And what you definitely got to do, and this might not work for all kids or all toddlers, but it works for our son. So I've learned that you have to get down to eye level with them, because just you towering over them and looking down at them, you're going to feel a little bit intimidating. So you come down to that level and you just let them know, hey, mommy or daddy told you not to do this, so I'm going to put you in timeout. And usually you put them in timeout for 1 minute for each year that they are, like however old they are. So if they're 2 years old, put them in timeout for 2 minutes. And then once you get them out of timeout, once they're in timeout, no eye contact, don't talk back to them, because they just want that satisfaction of knowing that, this isn't timeout. I can still talk to mommy and daddy. I can still do what I want to do in timeout. No, you can't do that. So whenever you do take them out of timeout, just let them know, get back down to eye level, let them know, hey, mommy told you this was wrong, you can't do that, you're gonna hurt yourself. Just, in that general area, whatever they did, just let them know it's not good, and then see if they can either tell you sorry or give you a hug, and then just let them go about their day. and let them know, like, if you do this again, you're gonna go back in timeout. So that's been pretty effective for us. Yeah, he still does it later on, or maybe the next day, but still, he doesn't do it immediately right after he gets out of timeout, and he knows better.
So like from my time being in his life, which is his whole life, I understand that he, like she said, he wants what he wants when he wants it, and he knows that. Well, we're trying to phase it out, but when he starts acting up, he'll get what he wants. So, and like I feel like he sprawls out, he complains, he whines, he throws a tantrum because if he dishes out that that energy of, oh, if I do this, I know I'll get it. I think that's why he does it. That's how I understand him. So I'm trying to nip that in the butt. And also on top of that, um, for the sake of this video, this may not be for all toddlers or all babies, but I want to say at least 40% because there is a base, there's a foundation. I'm pretty sure. I've heard. I'm not 100% on this, but girls are totally different. You can argue with me in the comments down below if you have a child or that's a girl or whatever. But we at the end of the day, we just trying to be firm. And I think for those who have kids out there that are that have kids that's almost 2, you got to be firm. You got to separate that that relationship as father or mother to, which is, I know it's gonna be hard for your mothers out there. Don't get it twisted. I know it's gonna be hard to separate that relationship. It's like being a best friend, but you're my son or you're my daughter. But because what I say goes, and this is how it's supposed to go, and then once they find that little hole of boom, oh, if I do this, then I'll get what I want, or blah blah blah. Like I think like me is for an example, because I do this. I separate myself from, oh, that's my main man, that's my main man, that's my best friend, that's my blah blah blah. But I'm still your father, so I can't be both in the situations where he wants to buck out and he think that he can do whatever he want to get what he want. So I separate myself from that. you know my wife, Sine, she's way more restricted than I am, because I'm just a cool, laid back person. But
You don't need toddlers. Don't need a
that's what
cool,
I'm
laid back person.
that's what I'm saying though. Like, but I'm still firm and stuff, but she's more strict and more girthy in that disciplinary and stuff like that than me, because I feel like, oh, wasting my breath, he's gonna keep doing it and doing it. And
plus, he listens to me though. He don't really listen to his dad.
He listens to me.
Sometimes I gotta come into the situation as well, and then
it's like,
start listening.
It's not like I give up. It's like I always be like, kids is gonna be kids. Toddlers gonna be toddlers. Especially if you're going through your terrible twos. That's just how I feel. Like, you're gonna do it, and what I'm doing every day when he's acting up, and even though I understand him and stuff, he's still gonna do it. I just feel like, because you're a baby, a toddler, and yes, I do believe in you keep doing and doing and doing and doing and doing, and eventually they're gonna snap out. But I'm slowly like getting to that, like, okay, like she was saying, like, he know what he doing, but I'm slowly getting there.
It took him a while to believe me too.
I slowly, believe that aspect of it, but for the one tip I just want to say for those future parents or parents that have a 2-year-old or under, be firm, have patience, and believe. And
Discipline is not. Don't feel bad for disciplining your child.
it
They need it.
well,
They need that structure.
I beg to differ.
I'm just saying, don't feel bad disciplining your kid.
When I say I beg to differ, it's always another way of doing something, and that doesn't mean hitting, yelling.
Discipline doesn't mean hitting.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that in there, like, because I was growing up, yelled at, literally hands and feet on me. I don't know about 2, but I know like 10, 9, 8. My parents did not play. No cap.
Neither did mine.
Yeah, they did not play but I really want to steer far away from that because I don't want what I've been through as a child growing up. I don't want to put that on my son, so I will find any other way not to put him through what I've been through.
It's just about redirecting your child's attention. Like, redirection and distractions are the number 2 things for your toddler's life.
You're not wrong.
As far as if they're doing something to themselves that's not good, doing something to other people that's not good, or just doing something bad in general. Like, redirection and distraction is going to help you. Mamas, listen here. Come on now.
I bet you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. No cap.
But when I say don't be afraid to, or don't be, what did I say?
I don't know.
To discipline your child. What did I say?
Don't be afraid to discipline your child.
Don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad
for disciplining your kid.
Yeah.
And disciplining doesn't involve hitting, yelling, smacking, cursing, anything like that. Discipline is how you yourself, or we ourselves as parents, deal with making sure they don't do what they did again, or lessening that chance for them to do it again next time. So, don't just go with what you think is right, especially for your child. Always put your child first. So with Marcelo, understanding him, when Marcelo's tired, Marcelo doesn't listen. Marcelo, I think that's just the main thing. When he's tired, he does not listen. And then when he doesn't listen and we constantly tell him things, he just does a whole bunch of things to avoid what we're telling him.
It's because he wants to do what he wants when he wants.
Yeah.
And also, on top of that, he loves to push buttons. He loves to push. He wants to get a reaction out of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't quite really put my finger on understanding why he does it.
They're just in that stage.
I don't know. Is it? Oh, what are they gonna do? Am I gonna get good consequences or bad? Or are they gonna just let me rock?
Yeah, they just want to know that if they can get away with it. That's all they want to know. Can I get away with this time instead of last time? Or maybe I can get away with it next time. That's all they want to know, if they can get away with it. That's all. When he's tired, when Marcelo's hungry, I feel like he's just whiny.
He's just really whiny.
Yeah, he's whiny. And when we say, all right, let's go to the kitchen, he's like, up. Like, he just wants to be with you. He's really clingy. He just wants to be on top of you while you can't even make food for him. He just want to be tied around your leg. So when he's tired, he doesn't listen. When he's hungry, he's very whiny and clingy. When Marcelo is sick, he is whiny as well. He doesn't do his normal activities during the day. He doesn't eat that much.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to sleep all day. So look out for that. I did tired, hungry. When I know Marcelo is like fed up with like being in the house all the time, he just, I don't, it's just something in me that I can tell, because obviously I know how many days we've been in the house, and I know how much he loves the outdoors. So I feel like that's just something personal to me that I really know. But I just know when to take him outside, because I know, like, literally outside is Marcelo's tranquility. Like, he is so tranquil, he is so serene. He is just like, he will listen to you. He will do what you ask of him if he's outside. So if I know we're having a hard day,
That's
or
so sad, bro. That's so great. That's so
I
true.
I know when all
Not
of
sad, but
yeah, I know when all of us are having a bad day, or Marcelo's having a bad day, and we're all just a little frustrated and we're just like really tense, and I can sense it. I just take him outside, or be like, hey, babe, you want to go outside for a walk or anything like that. And Marcelo, he's so good. Like, we come back inside, he's so happy. He does what we ask of, but I understand, like, who wants to be cooped up in a house, especially nowadays? So if I know Marcelo is going to be really good once he goes outside, or he's going to be happy when he's outside, why not take him outside?
right. Yeah.
And
Well,
I think that's it for understanding Marcelo, honestly. What you got to say, babe?
I think we put everything in a nutshell. Hopefully, you guys can like either relate, or if you're about to have a child, you can get some type of expectations towards what's gonna happen, because it's bound to happen. Like, for quick example, when he was, you know, 0 to 5 months, he was cool. He wasn't complaining. He wasn't whining. He was just whining because he was hungry, and from five months to a year, that's the time where we started to see, he's building a character and stuff like that. But he was still cool. He wasn't, bad or nothing. Like, he was still like a 10, he was doable. But like, I kid you not, after that, a year and 2 months, boy, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna change, because that's when they're finding themselves. Stage one of finding themselves. I feel like there's multiple stages and finding yourself throughout your whole lifetime, but I think that's like stage one. But you're gonna go through it. You just patience, be firm, just open your mind to your child, and also just have faith.
Take a breather.
Take a breather and have faith also. But that wraps up today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the sub button. Get us to 50. I know as you say 100. Get us to 50 subs, man. Hit the hit the thumbs up. Comment down below on what you think, or if you can relate, or if you're having a child, or anything that's baby related that's under 2. Hit us up. We could probably help. But check out our vacation. It was a week, so it was 7 days, but it's only down to 5 on YouTube, because the last 2 days I didn't want to record. But remember, we're the Ellis family. We're the doers. So that's it, you guys. We will holler at you guys at a later time. Peace.
She calls me day and night.